are few, if any, cities better to eat your way across than New York. The city that never sleeps could as easily be described as the city that doesn't stop eating. To start, to run and sustain a restaurant here means you're pretty much set to do it anywhere else in the world. This is arguably the most competitive restaurantscape across the globe. And the results of it are this glorious mix of the weird, the wonderful, the clever, the quirky, the ridiculous, the sublime, the so cheap you won't believe it's true, the so expensive you might have to mortgage your entire home for it. You have to love it here. It's a melting pot, yes, but more it's where influences intersect, evolve, merge and make beautiful love children on a plate. And the whole there's something for everyone, this city offers the definition for it. So take for example Italy, just off New York's iconic, incredible Flatiron building. It's technically a supermarket on steroids, a food temple some have said, a gourmet food hall the more moderate have cried. What it is a party Italian style. Created by the flamboyant TV personality and chef Mario Batali of the legendary Babbo, Italy is insanity, but insanity served with gelato on the side. It's all Italian, literally everything you could possibly think of and a dozen more besides, from vegetables, big, beautiful, unusual, to fruit fresh and fabulous, produce of every kind, products from every corner with an Italian connect, and that's just the basics. Because it's after you've wandered the racks, got lost in a sea of temptation, that you can tune in long enough to pay attention to the more custom offerings, and that's when life gets very exciting. By the way, they even have a school and one of its teachers is telling me where to start.
Here we are in the great grand
Piazza, the center of Italy.
Yeah.
This is basically our open area for eating, drinking, small antipasti.
Yeah.
Italy is basically the largest market for the best of the best Italian goods here in the United States and in the world as well.
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly from a consumption point of view?
What? Meats, fruit, vegetables, dessert, ice cream,
Pasta,
meats, cheese.
the largest olive oil selection, Italian olive oils in the world. Fresh mozzarella being made every day here as we speak. Brew our own beer here at Italy.
Right.
We have a lot.
You can see I have my work cut out for me.
Especially since I start with cheese, glorious cheese. Yes, please. Meats to go with it too? Pretty please. The smell. I cannot begin to tell you how good this all smells. What's first up then?
This is a cheese from Sardinia. It's called Calcagno. It's a pasteurized sheep's milk cheese. This is one of our best-selling cheeses here at Eden.
Gosh, that's good. We barely dived in when out comes another.
Reblochon style cheese. It's got a washed rind.
Love it. Love the funk.
It's the stuff you want.
Exactly. This is beautiful. This. Creamy, stinky, absolutely supremely delicious.
This is staggeringly high quality fare, and this is why it's dangerous to spend too much time here. The temptations, they do not stop. Some prosciutto you say? I say why on earth not? It's wafer thin, soft, melting, fatty, just potent enough. This is a Parma. Amazing Parma.
Oh my goodness.
And it's important that it's cut thin, very thin.
Look at it, it's translucent. Sweetness to it.
Can we get you anything else?
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
Hey, enjoy. You have a great day.
Well, remember, there are 4 restaurants to choose from, but since I have been accused many times for my greedy meat-eating ways, I hope I score some points for choosing the vegetarian restaurant to stop by for a bite. However, I cannot play the martyr here. Verdure is nobody's consolation prize. Listen to the dish I get to sample and know that it is absolutely the star of the show.
Grilled butternut squash, shaved raw butternut squash, grilled carrots, fried carrots, grilled Brussels sprouts, grilled maitake mushrooms, honey ricotta cheese with toasted pumpkin seeds and
Oh my goodness.
Look at that. so pretty, so fresh, so clever, so darn delicious.
For those of you who watch the show and complain about my carnivorous ways, let this plate be a lesson to you. Never, never can it be said that I do not introduce you to some of the tastiest vegetarian dishes in town. This is lovely. It is autumnal and rich and sweet and textured and fun and fabulous.
And then, well, I do what any person here should. I go for a gander. This is the fun. This is the point. And is that freshly baked focaccia I see? It is. Oh, one with sausage and caramelized onion? That could work.
So I think this is what I enjoy the most, that this is one of those places where you walk around and you graze, if you will. You want to sit down, have a bite. You want to sample meats, cheeses, pasta for all you care. Have something more substantial, go for some focaccia. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's a one-size-fits-all in the best possible way.
And then a chocolate and banana one. And good Lord, that's so much better than it should be.
That's very numbing too.
It's worth noting that Italy is famous for its sweets, its gelato in particular. But there was a rambaba, a limoncello rambaba calling my name, and I really couldn't be expected to say no.
It was a tough call, but I have chosen well.
And yes, if you wander in and find yourself going a little crazy, do remember you're probably not the only one. And since I now had Italian on my mind, I thought I'd try more. All the way uptown sits Columbus Circle. On that sits the Time Warner building, and inside that sits Avoci, a trendy space smartly done that knows how to showcase its secret weapon. Sorry, its second secret weapon. Because however magnificent the view is, it's in the kitchen that the action really lies. Executive chef Riccardo Bellota, whose resume includes time at El Sala de Can Roca, is bringing fun, inventiveness and sophistication to traditional Italian food. Take the starters, and I'll be honest, I'll take a few. The burrata, that wonderful ball of mozzarella and cream, sits here on a simple bed of vegetables, eggplant, zucchini, peppers and tomato, with a crispy kale chip for crunch. Its beauty lies in the simplicity and the punch of its produce.
Based in Italian food, based in Italian products, made by Italian hands,
Yes.
but for the New York market. The most important thing is product.
Yeah.
Product they do by itself. You can just garnish on the top like this one.
So basically, it's both a combination of more is more and less is more in Italian food.
Yeah.
The proof lies in the Arctic tuna carpaccio that follows. It's again a case of still waters. Beautifully presented, it looks simple, but actually boasts 4 sauces: a salsa verde, olives, Maya lemon marmalade, and a spicy mousse. It's a plate that's both happy and harmonious.
It's just a pretty plate. It's a bit like, you know, a bouquet that just bursts in your mouth. And I realize that could sound kind of gross, but it really isn't. It's pretty and it's lovely, and it deserves a better metaphor than I have come up with.
And chef continues to ante up grilled octopus perfectly charred with fish and scallops and mussels, served with a thick soup over it, seafood soaked roasted tomato filled goodness. That was then followed up by this perfect plate. If you haven't guessed the star of the show, you clearly aren't paying attention. Potato mousse, a poached egg and shaved black truffle. That, folks, is magic. Black magic. And no doubt just another reason why New York can't seem to get enough of La Buona Cucina.
I mean, you know, it's called black gold for a reason. There are few things in the world more just exhilarating to have than slices of fresh truffle. And what showcases them best? Creamy, mild, fatty, unctuous flavors. And so what do they give me? They give me creamed potatoes, egg yolks and black truffles, and I am pretty much as happy as it's possible for a person to be.
The risotto, with 2 types of heirloom beetroots, yellow and purple, finished with just olives and parmesan, is again a plate whose roots may lie in the brawny rustic flavors of his grandmother's kitchen, but have of course been given new life here.
And I think the thing that's the most fun for me is particularly in a plate like this or like this, you know that it's been souped up, you know that it's been made to sort of restaurant standards, but somewhere you know also that when Nonna takes a bite, she would approve, right? Magic hands.
That is something where your grandma with the DNA, they give it to you, right? We learned to cook when we are young. When we are 5 years old, 6 years old, we already get in the kitchen. So,
What could you make at 5 years old?
I used to do tomato sauce. I used to do some mozzarellas. I used to do some cheeses. We used to kill pork to do prosciutto.
No.
Yeah. So it's a culture, you know. A simple person in Italy, they know how to cook at home, and they cook it very well. A simple person, not a chef. Then chef, they become a career, but everybody knows how to cook in Italy, most of them.
Finish things off, more proof that the simple can make for the sublime. Look at this, the meat perfectly pink, jus mushrooms, just marvelous.
Holy moly, that's not just good. That is specific, smart, just supremely thought through cooking. Everything done just so. It's detailed, it's precise, and it is, gosh, darn delicious.
And then, well, it's time for the dolce. I would say my favorite part, but here, let's be honest, there's been killer competition. The tiramisu to start, yes, that's it. It may look nothing like the traditional ones, but it's the real deal. Potent, creamy, delicious. And then, well, there's this, the last word in cheesecake. No, really, the last word.
You need to be fresh, you need to be rich, but not too heavy.
It's not even fair to call it a cheesecake. Cheesecake is too mundane a name for this. This is creamy, tart, just exceptional confectionery.
Dolce at Avoci. What a terrific meal, what a terrific day, what a terrific city. And we're not close to done. More, much more right after this break.